Good morning, everyone. It's about 11:30 in the morning, so lunchtime. I just stopped to hit this brake check to quickly eat some lunch. Have some good Dad's root beer. We're at the Anarchist brake check. Had someone request for a video through Osoyoos, so that's what we'll do today. We'll go down oh man, you're driving fast. Catch up. Come around the corner that fast. People speed like crazy on this section of highway. So it's actually raining in the Okanagan. It's kind of nice. We need it. We need it badly. Excuse me. We'll see. It's been a while since I've been in Osoyoos. Hopefully everything's blooming. Coming down a little slower than I have the last couple times coming down, but today I am maxed out in weight. Let's take a look here at my actual weight. Probably less than 1,000 kilograms under my maximum weight. Pass me now while it's safe to do so. Not everybody took it. Two people decided to stay behind me. First section I go fairly quick, stay almost up to speed limit, and then here I'll slow down a bit after this straightaway. Well, it's not a straightaway, this flat area where we're not going down as steep. Well, actually we might actually be going up a bit. Good root beer. Hits the spot. It's been a beautiful sunny day, and the further west we've come, the cloudier it's getting, and all of a sudden it's raining here. Okay, here we'll slow her down. Looks like the road's actually dry ahead of us here. so heavy, I'm gonna take it easy on this section. With a lighter load, I'll go full 80 kilometers an hour down this section. But I want to have the ability to slow down if I need to. A load this heavy, you need to go quite a bit slower to still have that ability. Light drizzle here. Maybe it's not actually raining down in the bottom of the valley. Looks like one of the two is going to pass me here. Good, good, good. Pass me when it's safe. Don't pass me when it's dumb. I like coming down at a speed that I don't need brakes, or at least very little brakes. On the first two corners we went down, I had a little bit of brake, but these here I won't need any brakes. Engine brakes off. There we go. Engine brakes back on. Brakes nice and cool till that hairpin where I will need brake, because I gotta slow this truck down to 20 kilometers per hour. And if you've already heated up your brakes on all these corners up here, you won't have any when you need them. Overheated my brakes once the last year and a half of driving, and that was going down this hill when that was this year when I caught up with another truck and I hadn't given myself enough room to hit my brakes. I would have been fine if I hadn't caught up with another truck. I was holding my speed really well. But when you're driving 80 kilometers an hour down a hill with a full load, it takes a lot of braking power to slow you down for someone that's doing 30 kilometers an hour. There's no need for him to be doing 30 kilometers an hour, but it's on me to make sure that I'm ready for someone like that. Might have been a flatlander for the first time in the mountains. So as soon as I got to the bottom, I pulled over, let the brakes cool down, went around, made sure there's nothing on fire. Hauling lumber after all, let's just make sure that there's no fire. Because if there is, then you're in all sorts of trouble. Here we go. Now I need brakes. So far I'm staying at about 5 psi at brake, but I'll need more here. Probably get up to 10. Maybe we won't need more than that. 40 already. 30. 5 psi of brake. So my brakes are still perfectly cool. Two more sharp corners, and then after that I don't really need my brakes the rest of the way down, except for giving me the space to make sure there's no slow trucks in front of me. And I've made a habit of looking out of my window, looking down the pass just to see if there's anything else out there. Back to 11th gear. I know that gear can hold me. Gear is my go-to gear. If I go down a new mountain that I don't know, 11th gear. If it's too high of a gear, which it is every now and then, I still have the ability to slow down because 11th gear is pretty slow. Most of the time I gear up as I start the mountain. I realize I don't need as low of a gear. Oh, someone hit that barricade pretty hard. See if anyone's going to pass me here. Got a pickup truck, RV, semi, and then 2 cars. Should be perfect for the rest of the way down. So yesterday was an interesting day. After I unloaded both places, I drove empty all the way to Creston, loaded there, and made my delivery in Fruitvale. And then I didn't get my dispatch. So I'm like, well, we all know I'm loading at Klesnikov, so emailed the boss man. And my dispatcher's boss contacted me and said, I'm loading at Klesnikov, but where do I want to go? Calgary, Edmonton, or to the beach? Beach means Vancouver. like, well, my wife's not with me this week, so I wouldn't mind going past home, so send me to the beach. Okay, cool. So I left Fruitvale and headed to Castlegar, and all of a sudden I get a phone call from my dispatch going, hey, where do you think you're going? I'm like, headed to Castlegar to fuel up and then to Plesnikov to load today morning or tomorrow morning, which is today now. And he goes, why are you headed that way? The shop in Salmo is expecting you. I'm like, okay, sure. I'm like, we got lots of time. I'll still head to Salmo. It's like, it'd be nice if you communicated that. And I checked my email. He emailed me. I just didn't. I was driving, so I wasn't reading that email. So, headed to Salmo. Got new tire put on. So one of my tires was low, so he said, might as well get the tire put on yesterday instead of having to deal with it on the weekend, which I'm all for. I'll be stuck there killing time anyway, and in the mountains in the Kootenays. So I might as well get a new tire. And he wanted the small air leak to be fixed as well. Well, that small air leak is inside the axle of the trailer, so it's going to be hours of work, and the home office doesn't have time to do hours of work at the drop of a ball, so drop of a dime. So I talked to our head maintenance guys, so we got a plan. We're going on vacation a week from now, so we got a plan to get it repaired while I'm on vacation. It's such a tiny minor leak, you can't really hear it unless you crawl underneath the trailer and your ear's right beside it. So if I get a CVSE inspection, they'll hear it, they'll find it, which is fine. It'll be a minor defect that they'll just write one of those, hey, fix this thing before such and such a date or whatever. And the other thing I said, hey, while I'm on vacation, can the guys look at the truck to see if they can figure out the engine light? None of these orchards are blooming. This surprises me. This really surprises me. Welcome to Osoyoos. Beautiful community. And we're going to go through this narrow gap here, kind of go across the lake. I don't know if it's man-made or if it was natural sandbar that came out into the lake. Because there's more than just this one sandbar going into the lake. Because there's a big natural sandbar just south, near the border. I mean, we're near the border now, but closer to the border. I'm assuming there was probably somewhat of a natural sandbar here, and they probably built it up a bit so they could build a bridge. But it's definitely tourist trap central here. Lots of hotels, lots of resorts crammed along in here. Warmest lake in Canada, Lake Osoyoos, or Osoyoos Lake. hotels, new hotels, fancy resorts, holes in ground. It's a mix mash of everything. Yeah, Sutco. It's one of the owner operator. I'm just surprised to see them down here. They usually run from Vernon to Castlegar, but they go over the ferry. Alright, another bicyclist. Gotta be so careful with those. Just watching the bicyclist so much, I wasn't paying enough attention to the car. Pizza factory right in front of us, a little bit to the left.
In 400 meters, turn left on Crow's Nest Highway.
I see people wanting to cross. Osoyoos, as it gets busier and busier with tourists, you end up stopping several times for pedestrians. Keep an eye on that bicyclist because he's beside me again. Always go all the way to the right hand side of this white line. They've made a nice wide lane here, just wide enough so that somebody can't sneak up beside me, but I'm way over here, which means it's easy to make this corner. First little bit there's no parking as well, so you got lots of room to make the corner. It's designed really well. They did get rid of a lot of the crosswalks last year. Instead of having 2 crosswalks here, they've only got 1 now at each intersection. Sir, jaywalking here is not the safest thing to do. It's a pretty busy road. As he runs across behind me in between traffic, it's like, don't get hit. Okay. That's for the most part the pedestrian places. I drive quite a bit slower than the speed limit through there usually. Just because you have to stop on a dime all of a sudden, someone's going to cross. This crosswalk up here, you rarely see people.
In 400 meters, turn right on 97th Street.
Okay, we're going to turn north here. Head up to Penticton. Visitor center right there in front of us. Make sure I don't run over those pedestrians with my trailers. Nice and wide.
97th Street.
No one gonna pass. Okay, I think we got one taker. Quebec. I always like seeing the different provinces' plates in our province, because I've done that. I've driven all the way to the East Coast. So much fun driving all of Canada. Alright, let's get cruise control going. Beautiful day down here. There's some small bushes in there that were blooming, but don't see any orchids that are blooming. That cannot be far away. Cannot be far away. A little drizzle down here. This desert could take every drop of water possible. This is Canada's only official desert. It doesn't look like much of a desert, that's because everything's irrigated. But legally the definition of desert is so much precipitation, and this is the only place in Canada that has that lack of precipitation. Right here is, if you don't like rain or snow, this is where you want to move, because it rarely rains and snows here. In Canada, this is the place where it rains and snows the least. Lots of sunshine. Lots of sunshine. A lot of bikes out today. Big rig in front of us up on the mountain, that's Highway 3 westbound. Well guys, I hope you guys enjoyed Anarchist and then Osoyoos. It's definitely a gorgeous place to live. Consider myself quite blessed to be here. You guys have a great day. See you guys probably on Sunday. This is the very north end of Osoyoos Lake here. If you guys enjoyed, hit the thumbs up. And not only have a good day, a great day, really enjoy your weekend. Have fun. Do something that makes you have fun, makes you smile. Life is better that way.